Welcome to the preseason part of our Sacramento City Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft Franchise. We just got done doing the offseason, so seeing the season stats and awards for year one, who was in the Pro Bowl, any dev-ups we had, signing free agents, re-signing our own players, and then, of course, doing the draft. It was a whole big process, and in the process, the team has definitely changed quite a bit, and if you guys would like to see that, maybe click that before watching this, I suppose. But let us see what the roster looks like. This is the projected starting roster for right now. Of course, there is still a whole preseason process here to get through, so things could change. Offensive line, I think, is pretty much set in stone unless an injury happens, which, gonna be honest with you, even though I added guys like Shatley and Billy Turner for some depth, our O-line is not a line that can get injured. It is a line that needs to stay intact because it's still not even great with the current lineup, let alone if somebody gets hurt. Obviously, the receivers look great, better than ever. Curtis Kennedy, the wide receiver one now, 6'5" rookie coming in as that number one role. He probably deserves it, and he's the biggest guy, and he is the most true X receiver we have. He's basically Burks on steroids, Burks by the end of this preseason could end up getting traded. Of course, Eli Fisher, the quarterback, wearing number 8 for us. Things can change. It's still preseason. Nothing's set in stone. Not a whole lot of jerseys have been sold just yet. And there's that clause for nothing being set in stone until the regular season that recently was added. As far as defense goes, this is what it looks like now, but obviously I do want to see was it the 5th round? I think we took the edge. No, it was the 4th round, actually, pretty high. The second edge rusher we took. Corners are great. Free safety's interesting. Perkins, the cornerback we were going to take that was near the end of the 7th, was a UDFA, so we added him. This is what he looks like. He's all right. Nothing crazy. He's the free safety backup as of right now, so he will get a little burn, but will he make the roster? I don't know. Cornerbacks, we're kind of lacking a little bit, I will admit, but overall, we do have a lot of safeties that can play corner, so just a lot of guys rotating here and there. But as of right now, the projected starting line would look like this, with Benito being the right end. But preseason is a long process, and we do not know how this will finish, as it could be Barno, it could be, like I said, the 4th round rookie, and also I want to take a look at this punter because he is really good. He was a guy I focused on pretty early. 98 kick power, 84 accuracy with 83 speed. He is blazing. Where is the other edge? Ronnie Ellis is the guy that we're talking about. Could make a play. He's got the highest finesse of the 3 guys that would probably be fighting for that spot. Barno is the fastest, with Benito being slightly slower than him, both way faster than Ellis. However, Ellis does have the strength on them, the block shed on them, and the finesse already on them, also being 2 and 3 years younger. So, if these two don't show up, they're not guaranteed to start just because they've been here before. We made a trade to get Benito or Barno's star dev. Nobody's locked in. The only one that would be closest would probably be Snead, and that's because, he was a higher draft pick and in general looks like a better player even though he's a rookie. And sadly, we also did release Connor Hayward. He just doesn't do anything better than all the guys we have in front of him. He's not faster. He's not better at catching. He's not even better at blocking. He was the worst of the freaking run blockers. There was just no point. And then we added another running back in James Harris. He's 23. He's not great. He has no trucking. It's actually crazy. I was kind of expecting to see someone similar to Tony House in free agency, and there just wasn't. So we're kind of lucky to get Tony House as is. I suppose he's not the most athletic guy in the world. He has no change of direction, and his excel isn't great, but he is still kind of spectacular. It's tough because I know that there's better options, but Tony House has just played well, so, what am I supposed to do? Unless he gets hurt, he's kind of the starter. We don't care too much about preseason rosters, so I'm not going to look at them, and also this video is going to be long enough as is. I'm going to use slot upgrade and then probably start focusing on zone for the corners, but right now I just want to get Jalen McKenzie some sort of ability, which obviously that will do that. It's not great, but I suppose outside shade makes sense for him as he actually goes toe-to-toe downfield on those streak routes more often than anyone. And then as far as Deveron Dunn goes, don't know what abilities are best, if he even ever gets to one of them. Short and elite makes the most sense, so slot upgrade, which I like that upgrade anyways, will be what we focus on as he gets, 3 to short route. I want that release up, but okay. And for the gameplay sliders, this is what we're going to be looking at for preseason. Nothing's really changed since last offseason, or last game we played in the regular season anyways. That's what we're rocking with. And I did slightly boost the XP sliders because I just didn't think we were upgrading quick enough, because we have had guys that have played really well even if they are low overalls, and they still stay low overalls, and you could even argue that this isn't even high enough, but this is what we're rocking with at the moment. Who the hell is... Get out of our shot, lady! We're doing an establishing shot for the game. Freaking moron. See the camera crew, and she just walks by. There's that man. The second pick overall. It would have been so sick if the first pick overall team actually took a QB. Obviously, they got themselves an X-Factor edge, so what can you really say? But it would have been so cool. Actually, they didn't even get an edge. He's an interior, because they're in a 3-4, I imagine. But it would have been so cool to see the number 1 and 2 picks be quarterback, but instead it's the 2 and 5, I think, which, in theory, I don't know if there's much of a storyline there. Like, the Vikings wanted to go up, didn't. I guess our guy would be... I wouldn't say he's mad at that. I don't know, dude. There's no storyline there. Jalen Hurts, of course, storyline is that he's a god, and this Cardinals team should be way better than it was, but obviously they were drafting very high as well, so... I'm not really sure why, but they were. Rush defense, I mean, they seem like a good run defense. They obviously have those 2 edge rushers that are insane, Rashawn Gary and Khalil Mack, obviously. I don't remember if I've seen anyone else in there, but looking at our players, Deveron Dunn versus McCollum, 2 of the league's best already. It's crazy to think, but both very good at their own positions, and we got a lot of receivers on this list, a lot of edge rushers. That's kind of the 2 positions of main focus. Obviously, the quarterback, I mean, he's the first-round quarterback. The only way he gets benched is because we're losing by too much, winning by too much, or the season's over, really. He's just not going to get benched even if he plays poorly, because he's obviously the future. There's no one else on this list that is even close to as good as him. So when it comes down to it, lefty punter, I must call them a different thing with unt in it. Is that Igbenogany? I can't get in there. Oh, Lord, Turner. Tyndall, relentless. But yeah, it's his job, simply put. I mean, there's just no one on the roster that's... I mean, even if he's awful, there's no one else that's even close. So, like, what's the point? Jalen Hurts, like we said, very good, athletic. Kind of has a similar athleticism as our guy, but nowhere near the frame. But he is strong. So we got Benito. Nakobe Dean is up in there. Some of the names, numbers, whatever, changes. If you guys think there should be one, let me know. Maybe I'll consider it. To the edge, is that Breece Hall? Breece Hall getting limited to only 2. It's kind of hard to do these because, like, I don't want them to be so long so you have 3 preseason games to go through, but I do want to get a good look as many players as I can. As Morris fighting, and Nakobe Dean with a really good tackle. I don't know if that's going to be a first down. It probably will be. Nice quick delivery across the middle. Got a lot of guys standing around getting beat, and they will give them the first down. A lot of players, stacked up on the inside. Let's see if we can make a stop on this potential run call. If it's a counter, we got to contain the edge. We just said it. Okay, nice. Right up the middle. And Montgomery, who, if he didn't get injured, looked like he was going to have himself a run at Rookie of the Year. He was looking pretty good. Got injured, and then when he came back, he was terrible. And Morris is actually kind of doing all right so far. And Leo Chanel gets beat, but that was a long developing play in fairness. Double team on Morris, who was kind of the only guy breaking free. Cole Kmet down the field. This is a very good team in fairness. We're facing off against what should have been a playoff team early. And Snead trying to fight, gets underneath him. Took a little while. Huge hit by Bishop, who obviously kind of made a name for himself with small little plays like that. Huge hits, forcing fumbles, getting sacks. Making open field tackles. I mean, just doing it all, really. Another position we're a little weak at is backup linebacker. We did trade a lot of different pieces in the draft. We'll see how that affects us, especially that left guard. I really didn't want to lose Dawson. He was decent, but I had to do what I had to do to make the trades that we needed, I think. In my opinion, I think they were good. Curl? No. Tyndall, one-on-one, makes the hit. Loss. Gain of 4. 1 yard to gain for a chance to stop him to a field goal. His defense really hasn't played well on the first drive so far. And the free safety gets in there with help from Morris. It'll be 4th and inches. It's preseason. You got to go for it, right? And they will. Kind of expected, but you just don't know. Points are points. Palamau against... Okay, I don't know about that one. Try to swat. Didn't. Oh, it wasn't even Palamau that got beat. It was actually McKenzie, who's now a superstar, getting beat by, looks to be DeAndre Hopkins, and it is. Cardinal in a freaking fantasy draft realm, but not elsewhere. Interesting. First goal from the 4. Nakobe Dean, free shot! Pop some. Breece Hall probably going to ask, hey, can I sit on the bench for this one? And there's something going on here that I don't like. And that something is me dying. Please, let me sit down. I don't know. There's some pretty talented running backs on this group. Maybe you want to check them out like that. Overstreet, look, better yards per carry. Give him the job. Screw that. All those hits, I'd be out of there. We're really trusting a lot of really bad players against Hopkins so far. And I know I just kind of called out McKenzie, but in this case, he's a bad player. 3rd and goal to the 2. Good chase down by, who was that? Nizraldine, who I almost traded as well. But I think it probably would have saved Dawson in fairness, so pick your poison. But Nizraldine is huge for our depth, especially in special teams. And they will get the field goal. No going for it there, which I don't really get the thought process, but will be a 3-point lead to start. All right, we're going for the slants early. Nobody on the running back. Quick throw to the outside. Tony House will get some chunkage. Gets about 7. When he was running there, you could tell he has some chunkage. Escobar on the play. I don't know how the hell that's possible. I guess 4 wide receivers. Oh, no! Okay, well, that's just the game being garbage. Why would the A button be the route rather than handing it off? Come on! Well, you know what they say. Good thing it's preseason. It's a very common phrase. There is nobody on him. The hell is this guy playing? Wiffle ball? Quarterback with the wild throw. I like it, though. It's cool. Although, we'll be honest, I may need to change it because it is really stupidly fake. We'll see. The rookie inside. Nice route by Naylor. I will say, he gets the ball out quick. I don't know if it's as quick as Gunslinger, and it is strange the way it comes out. It's like Matthew Stafford, but it's nice. It is nice. It gets the job done. Read option. Makes you feel really good. Handoff on the read. House fighting. Gets helped on by what appeared to be Gary. Couldn't really tell. We've already got the backups in. I guess it is the first game, but really? Oh, that was not expected. Matt Corral, nice play, I suppose. I really don't want to see Matt Corral and company, though. But I do like the fact that we get to see Escobar, who is burning. Nice catch. Gains 11. Caught another super speeder or two in free agency as well. Cole Turner. I think it's pretty much guaranteed that Okuebunam makes the roster, but you never know. He could make the number 2 role as well. Try to save the day with Cole, but it's a bad throw anyways. Escobar on the short side. I don't know if this is going to really work, but we'll try. And look at Escobar go. Oh, try to cut, but that change of direction is not good. Of course, taking a look at the list of draft picks. Pick 2, pick 13 in the 2nd round. Had a bunch of different players, obviously. Did cost us a little bit in the next year category, but not too much. Escobar on the out route. And that's a really good throw, but Escobar just never got off. We did allow the field goal to be had. Logan Hall on the edge now with Barno on the interior. Perkins playing cornerback. Kobe Dean still in as a starter. Perkins really good coverage. Neal, on the other hand, getting burned. Palamau kind of demoted, if you will, but part of the game, man. You find better players, and don't know if we actually have found a better player. We just have found a younger one, that's for sure. And Xavier Rhodes is playing safety, here to try and teach some of these younger corners. Rhodes were closed at some points, and that should have been caught, to be honest. I thought we had a chance at a pick, and Rhodes just undersold it. Obviously, he's super old and probably does make more sense to be playing safety, but Nizraldine tried to change the direction play, and that is why I wanted Palamau back. Keon Ridgeway, the lineman for the Cardinals, getting injured on that one. A chance to get off the field here on 3rd and 12. A lot of man coverage across the board. Rhodes closed. Don't know if they're closed at that point. And he gets sacked off the edge by Barno. There you go. Forcing the punt. Marquise Goodwin. I mean, at this point, our kick return, punt return game is so bad that you just make one crazy return, you've basically got the job, you know? You break one for a touchdown, even if it's just like pure blocks and you just outrun everyone, you've got the job. You're the guy. It does not take much to win this spot. It's really just been that bad. And Matt Corral on the read option. Look at the speed. Matt Corral ain't even that fast either. I thought he was going to lose the ball. The ball was about to get kicked out. 13-yard gainer. A little bit of Aldridge, a little bit Okuebanam. Let's see. Okue with the speed. It's that handoff to Evans. Doesn't really need much practice because he was good before the injury. It's just, might as well see what we got anyways. Nice juke move. Gains a yard, but just no blocking. And Escobar back on that that kind of swing play. See if he has a chance. And they really don't block, but Evans gets out there, and Escobar does enough. Lost a lot of that edge because of the having to back up for that pass rusher who just burned. Did enough, though. I like the speed. It's not great speed, but it's good enough. It's elite enough to, you know, put your name in the hat if you're him. Nice throw under pressure. Try to cut. Can't do it. Not a whole lot of guys on this team that really have that after-the-catch kind of ability. That's why Dunn is so special. Aldridge, pure speed. Let's see what he can do on a curl route. And who is that? That was Alberto, who's looking really fast there. Seems like a blitz, so I'm going to have Evans wheeling, so I might be able to just quick throw. It was a blitz. Alberto again. Holy crap! Truck! Stiff arm down to the 13. Blazing speed. Wow. Nobody wanted this guy. Okay, I suppose. Alberto. And is it going to be a penalty on us? Did we really hold when Alberto just had two great plays back-to-back? We did. Oh, Caleb Jones, please. Caleb Jones. Okuebanam with an amazing play. Negated by the penalty. And he burns again. He does it again! Holy crap, he's cooking. He's literally Treylon Burks if he was bigger and playing tight end. It's kind of crazy. Aldridge, let's see that out route. I mean, he should be wide open. Oh, they actually played that really smart. And why is Burks running? Man, I really don't like Treylon Burks. I've learned this today. Why is he running back? If he just sits where he is, the corner can't get to him. And Bo Scarborough, that's easy for, I mean, pretty much anyone, but Bo, that's a walk in the park. All right, 3rd and 10, Barno. Ellis is in. What else do we have? Wilkins, okay. They're going to run it just to try and take it a half, which I'm going to let the AIs deal with that. First things first, though. Kick return, Goodwin. All right, so I think Alberto so far has definitely earned that number 2 tight end spot. See if any of the wide receivers can do anything. Aldridge never got open. Did he catch it? He almost caught it, though. See Burks. It's a pretty clean route, but another missed throw by Matt Corral. All right, I think we'll look at one more drive here. This time on defense. Wilkins is in. Got a bunch of the backups in, obviously. Logan Hall playing coverage. Is he linebacker at this point? I mean, he is versatile, but I don't know if he's that versatile. I don't want to actually blitz. I want Ellis to have a chance one-on-one off this tackle. Speed rush. Inside move. Nice. Gets past the running back. Looked really nice there. Bolden did enough to force him out. 3rd and 4. Nice couple of moves by our boy Ellis. Not bad. That's not a great move from Ellis. To the outside. Not going to get there, but the ball is overthrown. Let's see one more defensive drive. All right. Pin them at the 5. Nizraldeen in coverage. Same with Dean. Take away the Nizral. Can't get through, and enough pressure. I need Nizraldeen to get that ball. He's been really good. It's just somehow didn't see the opportunity there for a pick, which is really weird because it looked pretty obvious. Can't get off the block. Nizraldeen fighting, get some help. Stop of only a yard gained. I'm going to be honest, this first game outside of Alberto really didn't show me a whole lot, bad or good. And getting beat up over the middle. Is that DeAndre Hopkins still in the 3rd quarter? I don't know why this guy wants out. Ellis. Oh, god damn, got smoked. Tried to get up in time, couldn't, and that throw is just wild. Tried to beat him quick, didn't happen. Huge hit by Nizraldeen. Gotta love his veteran depth presence. Come on, Ellis, make a play for us. Screen. Ooh, all over that. Good teamwork. All right, let's see one more. From the 1, only up 3. They have 3, technically 4 tries at this. Can't get out back there, and they end up throwing to Allen Robinson in the fourth quarter. They do this time underneath Mr. Escobar, showing off the speed. I don't know how the hell they got a piece of him, but right in between the defense. This playbook's kind of interesting. And that's going to be pressured. Wow, what a catch by Escobar. Back-to-back nice plays. They didn't see it coming, and Evans is in for the game-leading touchdown. That was an interesting play. And are they even trying? They're just like, you can have it. It's preseason. I'm not going to try to hurt my guys on a Hail Mary. Oh, maybe not. He's just trying to bait us out. Good tackle. I guess gives him a chance from the 45. They're not going for the Hail Mary yet, which is really smart, because if they can get in field goal range, they can tie it up, which nobody wants to play overtime preseason, but, I mean, I'll welcome it. We're trying to win every game we can, and they're actually going to get this thing because Neal just gets turned around. There's no way. Can the ice work from 49 yards out? I don't even know. Can Perkins save the day? Can he save the day? And he can't. The kicker hits it. And we have overtime preseason football. Or we don't. Do they not have preseason and overtime in preseason? It's just a tie? I mean, that's pretty smart if that is the rule or not. Fisher looks really bad because of that stupid decision we made, but didn't really get much of a chance with the ones. Alberto looked amazing, though. And sack totals, got a couple here and there. Elijah Molden with that pick 6, obviously. Kicker was great. Punter didn't really have much of a chance, and that was game 1. We got that preseason tie, baby. Of course, heading to the Rams at home next game, so I guess not heading to them. They're heading to us. Weekly strategy. No camp standout or anything like that, which sucks. And the Bills have lost, but preseason typically doesn't mean a whole lot. If we were going to adjust the roster based on how players played, I suppose Escobar would move up slightly. Burks would move down. Derek Young never really got a chance, but I think even he's better than Burks probably, which if you're saying stuff like that, I think it is time to move on. But I don't know what Burks is worth. Maybe a team can utilize him better. Ellis didn't really get to see much, but I think Barno is better than Benito. So that is a move I'd like to make there. And Benito would be the better backup. So let's move Mr. Ellis up just so he actually gets a chance because he's a lower rated. So when they auto-sim, he won't get a chance. Same with Logan Hall, who is built a bit better to play, DT than any of the other positions, I would say. And I don't think anything really happened in that game. I didn't get to see much of the other return men, so I mean, I didn't really get to see much of Goodwin either, but he also didn't play that well. So Escobar is going to be the guy for the return game to start. And then Aldridge probably gets his chance in the final game as the starter. But all these guys will get chances. They just won't start. Omari Barno has an upgrade, 74 overall. It is nice that he's a finesse style. Like, I would prefer to have a power and a finesse guy. Otherwise, it's like you kind of have the same style, and it's a little easier to defend against, it seems, or block against, if you will. Did not release anyone as I am still making decisions, but the roster, looking as follows. Didn't get to see much of Kennedy, didn't get to see much of Fisher, but I'm hoping to see more of them this game, and we may make a trade for some sort of backup lineman, or maybe try to find another one in free agency, because I am starting to worry a little bit about if we do have an injury, what the state of this offensive line is going to be like, and we had a lot of injuries last year just in the trenches alone, and yeah, as far as defense goes, edge is still a question mark. Is Barno the guy? Is it Ellis? Is it Benito? Is it potentially even Logan Hall? It's a primetime game, and if this season was anything like last season or will be, we should have a lot of these. And their quarterback looks to be Daniel Jones, so Daniel Jones versus Daniel Jones out here. But let's see if we can see more of Fisher and see what this rookie quarterback wide receiver combination is going to look like, as they both have potentials to be the top players at each of their positions from the class. Obviously, not actually in the league, but going to start off on defense, and I mean, we still need to figure this whole edge situation out. All the other positions, maybe safety could be questionable, but a lot of the other positions are already set just because we don't really have many other options. Linebacker, Nizruldeen has played pretty well, but his ceiling is just not good enough to take place of like the worst option, which would be Chanel. So, I mean, it's just kind of set there, and corners obviously are set, and free safety maybe needs a potential look at, but I mean, it seems pretty set in stone outside of edge. maybe DT, but we just paid Mike Morris pretty good money, and he is the most talented on paper. N'Kobe Dean had a chance to make a really good play there in space, but instead Jahmyr Gibbs with a 9-yard gain. Nick Bonito, it's not really a great idea, though, as it looks like we're going against Tyron Smith. Can't tell, is that him or who the hell is it? So this might not be a great week for for checking things out. Of course, Barno's now in. Nick Bonito was in earlier. And good try, but a first down yet again. And now Marion Montgomery is injured. The guy can't stay healthy. Next man up, Antwine back in the starting lineup. Of course, we still do have Logan Hall, so I don't mind the... Oh, Antwine actually did a pretty good job, and because of it, it gets Nick Bonito the sack. Broken ribs for Marion Montgomery. That DT position is open. He's supposed to be like the clear-cut guy you don't replace, but always injured, maybe the clear-cut guy to replace, and oh my god, someone put on their back. Allen takes a bad angle. Bishop trying to catch him. McKenzie trying to catch him. I thought it was Montgomery. Don't know how the hell he would come back from broken ribs that quick, and faster than ever, apparently. Huge gain for Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know who that was on the D-line, but they got pummeled. They got smoked by the right tackle. Can't get out there. N'Kobe Dean, and good job by the D-line. Just kind of crushed him on that. And I really think about it, like, obviously it could have been like, oh, come on, Sneed. Oh, wow, there's just nobody on him. Touchdown, Rams. But I was about to say, Nick Bonito did have to get past Tyron Smith, it seemed, on that one sack. I know it was kind of the interior that pushed the left tackle, the quarterback into the left tackle. But still, Nick Bonito beating Tyron Smith gives him a huge leg up on that position. Play action, and speaking of Mr. Kennedy, oh, Lord, not going to get away there. We're going to get a huge sack backwards by Daniil Hunter for a loss of 10. Welcome to, I would say the NFL, but welcome to just the Miners, Mr. Fisher. Yikes, dude. Let's try to get some of these yards back if we can. And that's just a bad decision. I am not having a good time. The ones have looked really bad so far in this preseason. And in some pressure, going to miss the throw with a guy right in his face. 4th and 20 punt. Quick score field goal would have them up by 10 now. 5 wide. Let's see if this, allows them to not pressure us as much. Quick throw to Kennedy, who, despite the size of his frame, actually kind of cuts nicely and gets a good little gainer there. Quick out. Do we trust it? We're going to trust it. That frame didn't quite get out there. He gets pummeled by like 3 players, though. Didn't quite get out there, but gets the catch because of the size. And we like that. We have someone to trust now. Normally, it's like you don't want to throw a jump ball unless it's to the tight end. And tight end's not really in a great jump ball situation often. Nice throw underneath. I worry about him hitting the offensive line. But as far as like keeping it away from the DB, those throws, they're really low and nice in there. It's not bad. Yeah, as far as getting hit on the line, which we've seen some swats here and there, definitely a potential worry. And nice pickup of the block. That block was nice. Cody all the way to the 10. The blitz pickup, perfect by, I would assume, Mr. House. Deep in for Kennedy. I don't know if we're going to even have the time for that. Alberto killed in freaking week 1 of the preseason. And I don't know why I just threw that. I just panicked. Meant to go to the tight end going left to right, or whoever the hell it was, and just panicked for some reason. It was actually done. He was so open, and I don't know why I just panicked. Great decision. Barno now in. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, kind of outruns it. Obviously, there was a blitz. Oh, come on. Oh, my. Oh, my. That spin was kind of nice, though. Wow. That was kind of wild. Let's take a look at Mike Morris now. Bull rush, club move. Oh, it seems like I feel like I'm actually doing it. It's so hard to get past the tackle, or the guard anyways. But start of the second quarter, after that sack, they will get a lot of that yards back. Offense was looking okay, and then just like a boneheaded throw. I'm not really sure why I missed the read, but I did. Is that Tyndall going against a wide receiver? I mean, he is very fast. He actually does a pretty good job. And there goes Marcus Jones, being burned for the end zone. Oh, my. I will say I kind of see how he was the league leader in yards last season. He's cooking. To the tight end. Nice. I mean, I wouldn't say nice throw. It's a great throw. It's just that release at times does look pretty disgusting. So as far as like if it looks nice, I mean, maybe not the nicest look, but it gets there. It works. And not really anyone open. Throw it away. Clean release. Got that out of there. Really just trying to test some of these like looks. Inside to the rookie, who drops it. Ugh, I don't like that. That was not preferable. I mean, that's a clean catch, and he just straight up drops it. Does he have the drops open pass straight? I don't think he does. Inside, perfect throw to Naylor, who will get the first down. A little bit backwards from Kennedy on that play, but then turned it into a first down going to Naylor. Going with the run play. Mr. House. It's not House, actually. It's Evans. I could tell by the fact that he didn't bury everyone involved. We go back to Kennedy. Naylor, that's a really good throw. Does not catch it. Flag, probably a hold anyways. Ugh, it's offense, man. Route wasn't clean. Throw was great. Catch wasn't good. Holding on the line. It's just a bunch of negatives, but the one throw at least was a positive. Done to the right, it is Mr. Daniil Hunter. Let's see what we can get past him, if anything. Nice. Get out there. Mr. Jalen Naylor. It's not done. Very hard to get used to the fact that we now have two superstar wide receivers and, hell, now a superstar tight end. Although not in on this play. A couple of tired players, it seems. Go underneath to the big fella who's not really showing that he's that guy for that, but we get in field goal range. See if Kazu can hit it. He does. Let's go ahead a little bit here. See a little bit more of offense. That's, what we've been trying to see, especially from the rookie quarterback. Didn't really get to see much of him in week 1 of preseason, but seeing more this game. That's a tough one, but fellas, are we feeling okay, fellas? Fellas, are we going to start blocking or start catching? I say start blocking because I know it's a run play and I know it's going to happen. Although they're pretty good. Gained 7. Why are we dropping everything? And I'm going for, like, aggressive catches to make sure we catch it. And that's a really low throw, but it gets there. Once again, I'm really worried about him hitting the offensive line this season. All right, 1st and 10. All right, Naylor, do you mind? Tight end outside again, winning that route nicely. It is zone coverage kind of leaving him, but still. Someone's probably supposed to cover him, and they just haven't. Kind of like Kennedy on the comeback route one-on-one. And let's try it. Oh, what a catch. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a great throw, but he didn't really track back to that ball well. But did well to use the frame and finish the catch. That's really all you could ask for. It's probably not a great play here, but I like the tight end. And for good reason. Holds on. Touchdown. Basically just threw it to the spot and said, hey, Cody, I mean, you should easily get to this, buddy. And he does. All right, out route. Bishop, good try. Bishop kind of moving around a lot like usual. So basically, the starting safety spot is just as important as the backup safety spot. As you're going to see players moving around as you see Palamau in right now. Oh, that is a nice screen pass. I did not expect that. And their right tackle couldn't get out there. I thought Gibbs did a good job, right? Like he's stringing it out with the offensive line and then trying to give himself a chance to get out of bounds if the big play isn't there, and his line just kind of failed him. Oh, overran it. Oh, my. Oh, my. Ankle snappage left and right. Of course, we might have to change up how this offensive line is approached because we have all of our guys we're trying to test going against one of the best tackles in the league. Oh, we thought it was time. Oh, and it maybe should have been because it kind of was running out of time there. But yeah, we're not going to really see much until Tyron Smith comes out of the game, if he even does. That's a late play by us. Try to go with a spin move, and that's not his game. Doesn't catch it. He tried to go upfield too much. Although, they're going to booth review. Left foot might have been in and then out, and it was. I will say, Snead definitely has come off to a slow start as well. I know he's. Oh, wow, nice route. Marcus Jones not bad on that coverage, but I know he's just a rookie himself, but it's just like he's so much better than everyone else we have that we just expect him to do great things. And he does go underneath, but that's kind of like a bait out from us. He only gains 8 yards, and that basically kills the drive. So a little bit of a comeback for the Miners in this game 2 of preseason, more of a starting situation. So even though it's not going to be truly real, a little bit closer to a regular game. So you definitely want to look better in this game and then the next game even than the first one where, the starters are out and everyone is just testing everything. So 20-10, not great, but decent resilience to get back into it. And here's Mr. Escobar. Nice little lane. Tries to accelerate through it. Gets to the 27-yard line. We might as well go for it, even though it's not really a might as well situation because you could still get hurt. And that's not a bad play out. Thank you. Aldridge on the kick return now. Another speedster. I mean, looking similar to Escobar. Obviously not as good of a return because the blocks just weren't the same. Matt Corral now in. This isn't really a us looking at Matt Corral situation, but more trying to look at these backups like Derek Young, who looked really good when he came in for an injury, and obviously the newcomer in Escobar. Don't really need to see much from Alberto because he's just not going to steal the starting job, and I think he's already clearly done enough in that first game to take the number 2 job no matter what. He's going to go with an out route again just to keep him honest, and it will keep him honest, and that ball will go right to Escobar, who's looking pretty good as the number 4, maybe 5 wide receiver. Still think we should probably trade off Burks. Don't know if he's worth more than like a 5th round at best at this point, though, if that, but we'll see. Maybe play him at running back. And that is a tough catch. Good job by Burke, speaking of. It was kind of testing out the water, seeing if there was going to be anyone else open. Didn't really happen. Got to him late. He still hold on. We like it. Let's try Burke, speaking of. Not going to get it there with the pressure. Not a great move at the top of that route, but was able to get enough separation. Just couldn't get the throw there. Harris, I don't know how the hell we're this deep into the roster already at running back. He's literally the last stringer. And he will get it out there. And Harris showing off a little bit of speed. Number 44 really doesn't suit him. So if he makes the roster, we're probably going to slap him into something else. But yeah, that is a weird-looking number for a guy that's not even a power back. You would think he's a power back just looking at him, but he's not really. And that is, yeah, I mean, kind of forced the look there. Definitely would have had him if we had time to throw a floater, but it would have been a tough throw no matter what. But Ellis is in, so we'll see. Other side. Ellis getting his chance now. Oh, not a bad play on the first try. Huge hit. Rock the baby. Hit him hard like that again. He will not be able to have any babies because that was punishment. Let's see it again. Not really great on that one as this tight end is smoking us. Mr. Jacobs in there, quarterback now. Let's try Benito going against a lesser talent now. Maybe we'll be able to get past him. Let's go with a pure speed rush because he's fast. Not going to happen. Can't even get off the line, and that throw is terrible. So the punter decided to punt the ball 18 yards just so we couldn't kick return it. Punt return it. Nice. Love to see that. Outside, there's Turner. Man, he is a big dude, though. See, the problem is we don't really need a big dude as much as we just need somebody that can get open early, right? We need somebody that can get open quick because we don't have time on this offensive line. Turner's great. I just think we have a great tight end room. I just don't think you can really go wrong. There goes Escobar. Can't really break the tackle. Fights hard, though. Gains, 11 or 12. I mean, it's tough when you have a team this talent deficient, if you will, but there's no room on the roster for, wide receivers, really. It's really tough to show up as Evans fights. I mean, I think we have a good room of players on offense in general, to be honest. Offensive line may be questionable, but all the other positions, you got to love them. I mean, look at how quick Albert O just gets out there. Gets absolutely laid out, but still. Play action. Escobar's fast. Can he get to the end zone? Throwing it anyways. Escobar can't get it. Yeah, that was... Oh, okay. He just got up and got there. Nice tackle by Turner. Who is that? Is that like a backup lineman? A little bit of a force, but once again, trying to see what that speed is like. Getting to that spot. The safety was there, but he did burn. Not a bad throw at all. It's just asking for a lot to try and get in front of that thing when he's just not open. But I don't hate that. Receiver was very close to getting under a play that he just had no chance of getting. And Nisruddin. Come on, Nisruddin. Okay. It's almost like when you miss the tackle, you're rooting for your teammates to miss too, because you're like, well, he's just hard to tackle. But if you miss and then like some tiny dude comes up and Marcus Jones comes up and tackles him, it's like, oh Lord. I'm not looking good. Ellis gets beat. Nice play by Morris and still delivering the throw. This guy missed a wide open, no pressure drag. Hits that basically with a guy on his arm. It's just ridiculous. Logan Hall playing linebacker. Poor guy. And then just smothers him. I mean, I guess play where you can. Just find a spot and cook. Can't get off the line. Almost swatted it. The backups on this team aren't great. The starters on this team aren't great, especially on the D-line, but backups really bad. I'd like to see Logan at DT, though, because that is a position that keeps rotating because of injury. Screen pass. Can't get off the damn line. Ellis on the chase down. Good job. Showing off just enough speed. Let's go on the Morris this time. Bull rush. Club over. Not going to happen. Nice throw to the outside. Gets a good gainer. A lot of tight ends showing up in the league this preseason. Start of the fourth quarter, and, I mean, I have just as many questions as I have answers. Dude, it would have been nice to have multiple linemen, because, you know, if we would have kept Heath Dawson and be like, oh, well, we can test out the guards. It's like, nope. What you got is what you got. Quit your complaining. Should have done better if you wanted a better line. And in some trouble. Almost just sold it, but it's a 6'4" frame. I believed. Oh, Perkins blocks the kick. Perkins, you're him. Palamau returning it for a touchdown. Those are the special teams plays and the preseason plays that make you a living. What a play by Perk. He's now playing cornerback. Draft him as a cornerback, put him at safety, and you know he's going to be playing all over the field if he gets time. Rhodes with a nice hit. Bit old to be doing that now. Supposed to be here teaching players, not teaching opposing players a lesson. 2nd and 2, Ellis away from him. String him out. Neal does a good job, though. See Neal come on a blitz. Tough to cover over here, though. Had 2 players to cover. Took the one that was going to gain more yards. Why are we dropping back here? I get it's preseason, like they probably don't care to win. They just want to test things, but they're really throwing it in this situation. Okay. And Palamau trying to strip it. Does a good job. Only gains 2. Whilst having a chance of taking the ball away. So I'm not seeing much variety on the D-line. It's the fourth quarter. Ellis, nice job. Ellis, surprisingly doing better in the run defense than he is at, getting to the quarterback. But I suppose the whole D-line's pretty bad at stopping the run. So if anyone can do well, it's a welcome feat, and that's a terrible play. Aldridge on the return, also going to be on the offense. Taking some snaps at wide receiver, see if we got anything cooking there. Or we'll just knock in another chance. What a game. Coded by professionals. This team's play action. This playbook's play action is just terrible, but the run play's okay. Got to cut it back inside, and Evans showing why he once was the starting running back. And Escobar was starting to build up a little bit of a resume here as, the number 4, maybe 5, getting injured. Not ideal time for him, let me tell you that much. To the outside. Oh, my. Bad timing, in fairness, but Duggan, yikes. Not a good throw. Probably should have timed that ball a little bit better, but still, got to hit that throw. Down the sideline, and we're going to play it safe. Getting that first down. I think it's smart to teach your guys, if there's a chance you're going to blow the first down, just make sure you catch it. Make sure you catch it. Keep the drive going, because you need a field goal or a touchdown to win, and you have time. You just need to get down the field. Take a look at Aldridge on that in cut if we have enough time. I want to see how good that route is. Not bad, actually. And Duggan delivers it. Aldridge trying to make a play. Fights hard down to the 9. It is crazy. Like, I know we didn't draft Aldridge, but so similar to Mr. Escobar. I mean, they're just super similar players. To the outside, Evans. Maybe should have just ran him to the edge, but try to get as much yards as possible, as quick as possible, and it was okay. That safety moves over. We might have a chance with Young. Not going to happen. Quick throw to the outside. It's a good throw. Evans is in, and somehow the Miners have the lead. Try to close this game out. You got a bunch of the guys we're trying to test in. Let's see what we can do. Nick Benito trying to use the speed. A little bit of pressure, kind of. Stiff arm from number 25. Oh, nice. We'll say Hall hasn't played a whole lot of, D-line snaps, but he's looked pretty good. I think he's, kind of the backup to most positions on this D-line. So versatile as well. I mean, look at the spin even. Forcing the pressure. I like that. DT2, especially with the injury, I think. come on. Get off the line. Why are we backing up so far? Man, they're like stiff-arming every single attempt. Oh, Logan Hall got pushed down that time. And the fumble! Marcus Jones running, gone, game. Paula Mao all over the quote-unquote fumbles, if you will. Huge hit. 4th and 4. They got to have it. Even then, it's still going to be a pretty unlikely chance. There goes Benito. Off the line quickly. It's a close call. And they're going to give it to him. Fought pretty hard. He's like back to his own damn line of scrimmage. The running back doubling up. Benito must have done something right to cause that. That was a nice speed rush. On the other side, you have Enegbari, the power rusher. Couldn't really... Oh, wow, that's an opening. Missed with Bolden just wildly. Tackled to the 21. They're still moving. Timeout. Roads closed. Let's see if they are. Tight end struggling to get off the line. And Jones, the little man, almost caught it. Ayuk, for some reason, in. Trying to run a stunt, a manual stunt. Nice hit. Another fumble. We haven't forced like any. I know these are backups. We haven't forced like any fumbles like all last season. And here we have 3 of them. Technically 2. You can't really count the block field goal. But for touchdowns, 3 of them. Holy. Damn, that just got blocked. Benito kind of getting up there. Rhodes almost caught off the deflection by Ayuk. 38-20. We were down 20-10 at one point. Even worse than that, it might have been like 17-0. I don't even know. But what a comeback. Not led by you, sir. Not really led by you, Duggan. The defense just showing up. Looking at the stat line, a couple of interceptions from the quarterbacks. Duggan wasn't bad, but overall, those are the numbers there. Evans had a couple of nice runs. He really didn't run the ball much in general. Escobar got hurt, but he seems to be fine. But Marion Montgomery definitely not fine, sadly. A couple of plays, a couple of forced fumbles, and not a great day for their kicker, that's for sure. Mike Morris with the upgrade, 75 overall now. We'd love to see him get a breakout. 2 to power move, that's nice. 83 power move now. Not bad. And Mary Montgomery is out for 5 weeks, which I think is 3 games, which is, semi-significant. And the best we could get for Treylon Burks was a 6th-round pick from the Chiefs, who will use them as their number 3 wide receiver. We have a couple significant starter upgrades, even. Don, one of his biggest issues is release. I've been liking playmaker upgrades, but I want to go to physical just to try and get that release up, see if that actually happens. And that's a really good upgrade, whether it only got 1 release or not. 2 to catch in traffic, and an Excel, a release, and a short route. His Excel is now 96. I wish I could switch that with speed. He'd be unstoppable. And then Zion McCollum already has his man-to-man, ability slot. So we're going to go with zone coverage, trying to equalize that a little bit as he's now 65 zone only with 82 man. And then Tony House, power back has been so bad for him, but he is a power back, and that's what we should be upgrading. Still just like no truck. We've upgraded him like 3 times. I've had no trucking upgrades. Interesting. Good decisions. Would love to see him get a breakout early, so we probably will run the ball early, especially since we want to alleviate the pressure off the quarterback, but we'll see how that happens. If we struggle running the ball, it's like, uh-oh. But obviously, that's for week 1 talk. This is the final preseason game. We'll see what we can get up to. Another primetime game, but in Tampa Bay. See what happens in this one as we find ourselves in the final game of preseason. Honestly, the receivers, the offense is kind of set. We ended up releasing Aldridge. I think Escobar is just a better version of him, and we don't even really need Escobar, let alone, Aldridge. And obviously Goodwin is the mentor veteran who's maybe even going to just hold on to that kick return job anyways. He's just got so much potential there, or not potential, but experience there, and he's so elusive, and there's no point in messing around with something that's working. And then defensively, obviously lots of question marks on that D-line. Going to give it one more game and see who's the starter if we can. Maybe an injury happens and it makes it clearer, but as of right now, I really don't know outside of, Snead. All right, the final game. Like I said, not going to see much on offense. Maybe 1 drive just to see what's up there, but overall, it's all defense. And Bishop, covering 2 players, gets down there. Only allows 6 when he has 2 players to cover. How the hell is nobody helping him? All right. It probably would help to know who we're playing against each time, but it is what it is. Kind of hesitated. as was a Juju Smith-Schuster underneath gets the first down. Bonito, Morris, Antoine. We do have, oh, look at Morris. Oh, that was a late hit. I will admit, that was a late hit. McCollum missing the interception. That was a brutal hit. All right, Sneed not going to get off the line. The two linebackers doing a good job combining for the tackle, almost for a loss. Antoine trying to push through, can't do it, and Bonito may have done enough to take the other spot. I mean, these are against the ones he's doing this, you know? Even got one on Tyron Smith. Looking decent. Decent. Not perfect. He's definitely got locked out a lot, but looking all right. And we got to cover the tight end. And then, I mean, oh, no. Good try. Wow, Neal. Really good recovery. So much to cover. Did a great job there, though. And this ball is deep. Escobar never gets a chance. Might give him the green light on this one. Not a great decision, but he just never gets a chance. Wanted to see if he had anything. Oh, this gives us a good chance to see if we can get out of a hole if need be. Once again, we're only going to be doing one offensive drive, so we're gonna see what we do from the 6. We found ourselves in situations like this a lot last year, and House is going to get us out early. Great blocking, obviously. That ball hanging out a little far for my liking, but gains 12. Done in the slot with Kennedy out wide. Naylor could be an option too. Kennedy kind of rounding it. Great blocking. Perfect throw. Kennedy gets the stiff arm, the big man, to the 40. Great blocking there. Loved it. That's the most time to throw we've had, like, ever. Kennedy one-on-one if the safety leaves him, I might take it. Doesn't really... Oh, my God, really? What's the penalty? It can't be PI. It was nothing even happened. Holding on the offense. Got rid of the ball already, but good job, guys. Love the streak the tight end in this spot. They usually don't follow him, and they do this time. And there goes a wide open Dunn. Doesn't have the speed to get the first down, but he gets most of it. Who even is that guy lined up over Naylor? Is that Harrison Smith? Looks like Harrison. Nice run by Escobar. Looking very elusive and fast there. Getting right behind the defense. That's a nice play. This offense could go places. Obviously, a lot does still depend on the offensive line, but I mean, this is, you know, from the 6, still driving. Just saying. And, you know, it's ones-on-ones, so it's not like it's some sort of backup situation. I don't know what their plan is, but I would assume their plan is not giving up huge first downs. And that's a really good time throw. All the time in the world to throw yet again. Haven't really paid attention to their D-line, see if there's anyone decent there, but really good blocking yet again. And it does appear outside of Hassan Reddick that it is kind of a bad line, but still. High point. Oh, what a try. Holy crap, Kennedy almost died, but what an attempt. And he is out, so I'm hoping he's not dead, because he kind of did die. Oh, there goes a wide open Evans. That's a touchdown. Oh, that's a bit of a late hit. Bit of a late hit, but first down, touchdown. One drive, and the offense looked great. Right back on the D-line. Bonito. Let's see what we can do as a user with him. They might just bring the tight end. Nice move. Gets blocked by his own DT. First down there by Mr. Metcalf. Getting beat a little bit in coverage. Pass rush is seemingly doing better each game, but doesn't really matter. Morris trying to fight, gets the spin. And Bonito again. How the hell did Neal not get there in time? He was all over it. Bonito looking really good. I'm going to be really disappointed when I find out that their tackle's like 17 overall, but he's doing well with what he can, you know, when he has the ability to control. Nice hit from Bishop. Bonito once again in on that play. Didn't bring him down, but kind of getting tackled at the same time. Mr. Logan Hall. Can't get off the line. Oh, my. That is great blocking. Missed tackle by Allen. A bunch of the guys missing tackles. Down to the 23-yard line. Offense looked great. Their offense looks pretty good, too, though. Schneed off the edge. Just need him to do better, I'll tell you that much. Can't get off the line. Nice little play underneath. Good tackle by Nakobe. I actually really like Nakobe. He's probably my favorite defender that we've added. Even over the, you know, D-line players. Nakobe going to leave the tight end. I mean, kind of left him because I thought we had him with McCollum. Thought it was a really good decision to back up because their secondary routes were starting to break free. Really good presser, too, it seems. And, oh, we almost had him. McCollum getting aggressive. Stops him. Now Tyndall's her. That's not a good sign. could use some linebacker depth, that's for sure. We do have, like, backups. They're just not very good. Oh, Lord. Allen misses the tackle. McCollum gets him, but not until he gets to the 2. Tyndall, please be fine. All right, not going to show us yet. Definitely worry a little bit. His ankle injuries, man. Oh, a good read. Oh. Leo Chanel, you're a projected starter, pal. Turf toe, I have no idea how long that lasts. The regular offense on its own could not do anything about that drive, so they will have to punt. Nick Bonito going against the double. I mean, doing enough to at least keep them standing, giving his guys plenty of time to come up and help. Let's see Sneed now. Jumping a little early, trying to get off that line timing. And they're moving, but he's short. No way that's a first down. Cover 1, Sneed standing up. Interesting. Oh, what a chance. Not going to get it, though, with another first down. We'll say after last game and into this game, Bonito has looked like the best pass rusher on the field, so hopefully he can stay healthy. That's a really deep out. Get over there, Jones. What are you doing? The first down. Come a little bit of a blitz. And we're going to get him before he... Well, I guess he does get it off before he gets it to anyone, but we came with the all-out on that. Why not try it? See if we have the speed, which we definitely did. Oh, that's a move! That's a move! Sacked by Sneed. The power! Holy crap, show it back. Look at this. Throws him away. Buries him. What a play. Oh, that's nice. Actually threw the freaking tackle away there. Nice to see. Oh, they get a chip on Bonito. Can't trust him one-on-one into Kobe Dean. Do it to him. What a spin. Manned up. Nakobe Dean following him perfectly. Jailbreak screen. Yeah, I'm sure this will go well. Oh, it actually did. Nice fight. Kennedy's so big. First down. Hike it. What are we waiting for? We can't even get the ball off. I get they blitz, but like, I backed up all the way to the damn midfield, basically. Double move Kennedy on the inside this time. Kennedy on the prime routes every time. Nobody on him. Great throw. Oh, look at Kennedy. Holy speed and power to the 2. Call Cody's corner. Oh, he just got PI'd so hard. They're going to not stop him anyways. That had to be PI. If that's hold, I swear. Literally held him at the point of the throw. Glad they called it, but what a catch. All right, a bunch of different players in here. We're going to see if we can make the stop as, we're down in this game. You would need the stop to have a chance. Nakobe Dean gets buried barely. But at the same time, it is unfair because it was Dobbins who's, supposed to be a starter. I know Nakobe Dean's technically a starter. He's like a low-end starter. Obviously, he's going to be so good for us. I can just tell already. Ellis not going to get there. Good hit by Nakobe. Speaking of, I like him. He's a whole lot of fun. Let's see if we can get something with Barno. Utilize that speed. Can't get... I mean, even with that huge speed boost, can't get through. Come on, D-line. Do something for me. Somebody earn a job. Tried to spin, didn't go. All right, Antoine. He's been pretty decent himself, but nobody getting through there. Ellis struggling. Perkins. Good D, in fairness. I mean, that was 50-50 ball with Perkins being 60-70% in control there. Perkins has been pretty good. Barno tried to... Jones gets freaking mossed almost. Ball is just slightly out of reach. And the offense drives down. Defense... 3rd and 5, kind of need to stop. Get in with the press. Come on, somebody make a play. It'll be memorable. Ellis did well. Rhodes open. No way. Damn, son, that is not a good. And they're obviously going to try to ice it. Wow, they don't even need to ice this game. Might as well just let them have it. See what we can do with 30 seconds. Yikes, defense there. 28 seconds left. Matt Corral is in. Got some decent players in fairness. Maybe Derek Young with the shot. No one's going to get open. The blocks are terrible. I'm surprised they didn't force the fumble. Timeout. No one's open. The blocks weren't great. I mean, just not a whole lot going for us on that. Escobar. Open. Bad throw. Oh, my God. What an attempt on the catch. It's just... He kind of got his head removed. That's brutal. Alberto probably not going to beat his guy in this one because it's not a linebacker. Still kind of beats his guy. I'll give it to him. Good fight. Good spin attempt. All right. They're still going to want us to do a Hail Mary, but I don't know why you wouldn't try to set something up instead. Alberto's been him in this, so I'm going to go with the double move on him and see if he can get something for us. Get that throw, misses the throw under pressure, and the game is over. Some ups and some downs, but I did like the way the ones played in this one. It would have been a really nice game if it was ones across the board, whereas after, the second or third quarter, team just really fell apart. So a little worried with some of the depth, cornerback, linebacker a little bit, but definitely offensive line. But wide receivers are great. D-line, we have a lot of options, just don't know who's the option. And we might end up having to release some of the veterans on this team. There's so much good young talent here that I just can't get rid of those guys. I want some mentors, but at the same time, I don't know how I'm going to get down to 53. I really don't. This is the toughest job, the toughest part. Fisher, great game. Stats are pretty tame. Snead ended up with 3 sacks, apparently. Benito, he's cooking up. He just doesn't play that much because, we're trying to test everyone out, but he's definitely won the job. So there's not really many question marks other than maybe DT1, but, at this point, it doesn't really matter because they're always getting injured anyways. Okay upgrade, I suppose. Cody is continuing to develop into one of the better tight ends in the league. And, 1-1-1 will be how our preseason ends. Next episode will be week 1. I don't have the final roster for you yet because I'm still going to be thinking about who I want to release, but that's basically it. If you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I would do a like goal, but I kind of want to do a rebuild for tomorrow, so we'll be back for sure on Wednesday for sure with the series, but maybe Tuesday. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next episode or next video. But until next video, see ya!